Hey guys, it's shmup time. I'm going to show you 6 Japanese Saturn shooters that I've picked up recently. And before I crack into them, I just want to say off the bat, thank you G Minty Fresh, and thank you Future Matt for your awesome shmup related Japanese Sega Saturn videos on YouTube. You know, doing my research, going back and checking all the games out, your videos crop up continually and you do the best Saturn reviews for shmups on YouTube by a long shot. Matt, your reviews are awesome, and Jeff, I did wince a couple of times when I heard what you paid for a couple of these games that I've got in comparison to what I've paid. But nothing too extravagant here guys, sort of lower to mid-range of the value-wise of the Saturn shmups, but some great titles, so I'll get into it. First up, Darius 2. It's a really brand new condition, but no spine card though, but no drama there. I'm a big Darius fan. If you've watched my past vids, you know that Darius 2 on the Mega Drive is one of my favourite games. And so I was keen to get this. It was $21, which I thought was alright. And the good thing, that, you know, having Darius 2 on the Mega Drive and having this, it's good having this alone just for the fact that it's 2-player co-op. And the first day I played co-op with a mate, which is great. And thankfully I did, because this game is fucking hard. It is so hard, way harder than the Mega Drive version. And you know, Darius games typically are quite hard. I love Darius Gaiden on the Saturn as well, and that's a whole different kettle of fish. Pardon the pun, fish. One thing that I was disappointed at the very first stage, the mid-boss came on. I thought it was a glitch or something. The sprite just looked mixed up, it was just badly drawn, the graphics aren't so good in particular spots of the game, even compared to the Mega Drive version, I thought was a letdown. It's got a zoom feature on this, where you can zoom right on the action, which is quite novel, but not that practical. Well, I don't find it practical when you're fighting hordes of bullets. And as I said, it's really difficult. You get into stage 2 or zone B or C, and they just throw you right in it. It's just manic and very extreme, but again, 2-player could get your way a bit through the game with a mate, and that's good enough to have it, good enough reason to have that alone. It's a 2-player co-op mode, great game, but hard as balls. And the second game, this was a bit of a, I knew nothing of the game, a bit of a stab in the dark, but I'm so glad I got it. Soul Divide. Psycho shooter, developed by Atlas, and it's got a spine card and registration card, and it's minty mint. So this game, and it's also got great artwork in this book. I won't drag it out right now, but all these games I've got here, this definitely has the most original artwork in it. It's quite an ambitious game in the fact that it mixes that sort of fantasy aspect with sort of hand-to-hand melee combat, along with the side-scrolling shooter with all sorts of specials and arrangements of items that you can use. It sort of haven't really scratched the surface. I played through again, 2-player co-op with a mate, digitised graphics, really nice graphics, a really unique shooter, and I recommend it if you've never played Soul Divide. This was only $34 and a great addition. I'm really stoked. Check it out. And a game that I've just really like the look of. I played through on the Taito Legends compilation a while back. Psychedelic, trippy as, even trippier than Darius Gaiden, developed by Taito, and it's metal black. And this is mint with the spine card, but you'll notice that it's not the same gold stripe as the Sega's typical Saturn releases, and that's because this is like the greatest hits version of the Saturn releases. Sakura is the company that brought it out. So it's the value range basically. I'm not going to get too caught up on the fact that it's not your gold stripe, but I just wanted the game particularly, and it's mint, and it's. I was watching G Minty Fresh's video on his pickup of this, and he said there's no real original artwork to speak of in the first release, so I knew I wouldn't really be missing out anything if there's anything omitted from this. But the manual looks identical to the manual that you'll get with the normal gold Japanese release. But it's all about the game, and this game rules. Really trippy, really out there, and a really unique side-scrolling shmup. Check out gameplay, guys. If you've never heard of this game, I'm sure you agree. It's taken a whole different spin on things, and it's a beauty. Really glad to have this in my collection now. Metal black. And thirdly, that was 35 bucks as well. And the cheapest of the lot I got here, it was $17.50, and it's Gunbird. Another Psycho release. I have played this on the PS2 with the Gunbird special. No spine card, but it comes with the Rego card. Some cool artwork in this book too. You've got two different modes of play as well. I think I failed to mention that with Soul Divide as well. You've got an arcade and a Saturn mode, so two quite different games. Check out future Matt review of this. It's a classic Psycho vertical scroller. It's a good price, and it's a good game. Funny characters, funny storyline. All the voice acting in this, the recording's hilarious. I don't understand a word of it, but it's very dramatic and very Japanese-esque. And a great pickup there, Gunbird. Oh no, I lied, the cheapest one was this. This is only 12 bucks US, and that's Fantasy Zone. Huge Fantasy Zone fan, loves Super Fantasy Zone on the Mega Drive. And of course the Master System version's good, and this is the arcade version from the Sega ages. It's really good because it's basically an upgrade of the Sega Master System port that I've got. You can't go wrong with Fantasy Zone. It's such a classic. No spine card here, but again it's in really excellent condition, and for that price, great shmup to have in the Saturn collection. Classic. And the sixth game, lastly but not least, is Layer Section 2. I've been playing Layer Section, the original, heaps. Single player, getting quite far through the game, and also co-op. It's so fun playing co-op, such a great game. And this game with the 3D aspect, not such a fan of the isometrics of the 3D aspect, but it's still well done. Layer Section 2. Got this for 35 as well. No spine card, but again it's in really good condition. And some classic shooting action here. Not as good as the original, and most people agree with that, but it's definitely quite unique. And the Saturn version, you get a third ship as opposed to what you'd get the original arcade version. And I haven't played it so much. I remember playing through the arcade version on the PS2 collection that's out there. Or was it the Taito Classics? Yeah, the Taito Classics. But recommended on the Saturn. It's not too expensive, and it's a great shmup. So there you go, guys. 6 more Saturn shooters to the collection. I've been playing most of them, and I'm really looking forward to really getting stuck into Metal Black. It's probably my favourite out of the lot. And once again, thanks Future Matt and Jeff for your great contribution to YouTube with the Saturn shmup videos. You've really inspired me to get into the system, and also a mid-storm, so have you, bro. So take it easy, guys. See you again soon. Later.